Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing awesome today. Today we're talking about how to use hypnosis to transform your life. Let's start with a little story here. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Let's rewind to the beginning of 2019. After nearly 2 hours of working 12 to 18-hour workdays, I realized I was a failing entrepreneur. My credit cards were nearly maxed out. I was over-investing in my business. No work-life balance existed, and I had finally hit rock bottom. I was so depressed, I could barely get myself out of bed each morning for 6 weeks. But I didn't tell anyone how I was feeling and suffered in silence. I buried those sad feelings deep. I figured I had gotten myself into this mess, and I don't need anyone else to burden anyone else with my troubles. What made it worse, a few short years ago, I was making 6 figures without a care in the world. But I took a risk on myself and quit my job in 2017 to try and create the laptop lifestyle pursuing professional golf. Less than 2 years later, my dream of entrepreneurship turned into a living nightmare, and I don't know what to do next. Since hustling and traditional motivation wasn't working, I decided to try out a different route. A friend told me to check out this guy named Jim Fortin. So I found a podcast he was on. I instantly connected with everything he was saying. He kept saying things like work hard is nonsense. Traditional personal development and motivation didn't work. Hi, good morning, Wayne. How are you? You're doing awesome. After consuming endless hours of free content, I signed up for his coaching program to transform my life from the inside out. The theme wove into each week the importance of reprogramming your mind using self-hypnosis and hypnotherapy. I hated every aspect of my life, so I figured, why not give it a try? Looking back, it was one of the best decisions ever. Now I want to pull back the curtain on a lesser-known, often misconstructed therapy to help others use this powerful tool. So, Hypnotherapy 101, let's get into it. The word hypnotherapy often brings to the mind stage hypnosis, where performers get people in the audience to cluck like a chicken or some other outrageous act. I'm not sure if you've seen those. If you have, let me know in the comments. Say I've seen this. For sure, it is funny. I had to watch people do funny things like that. I know. I remember in college we did something like that. I laughed. It made me laugh a lot. All right, carry on with our article. While this form of hypnosis is not hypnotherapy, when you really get to learn the intricacies of hypnotherapy, you can realize why it's so effective. The Mayo Clinic explains it well. Hypnosis, also referred as hypnotherapy or hypnotic suggestion, is a trance-like state in which you have heightened focus and concentration. Hypnosis is usually done with the help of a therapist using verbal repetition and mental images. When you're under hypnosis, you usually feel calm and relaxed and are more open to suggestion. Very true. Let me know if you've ever done hypnosis or self-hypnosis. Say hypnosis in the comments. Love to hear from you guys. Unlike stage hypnotherapy, you don't lose control over your behavior, and you generally remain aware and remember what is happening during your sessions. While I don't stay awake in my first session, I did for the rest of them. In a peaceful, trance-like state, where you're in a hypnotic state, you're more likely to hear new suggestions, which means you can implant new ideas and beliefs during this time. The reason this happens is that during hypnotherapy, the conscious mind turns off and you're working directly with the subconscious mind. Think of it like this. Your conscious mind is the assistant to your subconscious mind, which is the CEO. With hypnotherapy, the first part of the session is getting you so relaxed that the assistant, the conscious mind, leaves early for the day, giving you direct access to the much more powerful subconscious mind, which is the CEO of your life, whether you know it or not. Pretty good analogy. I like it. Okay, let's understand our subconscious. The subconscious is that part of consciousness which is not, at any given moment, the focal awareness. At any given moment, very little, at most only about 7 disconnected objects, can be held in consciousness. Focal awareness, everything else. All of the one priority knowledge and experience resides in the subconscious, according to Peter M. Gozer and John A. Berger. The book they have, The Psychology of Action, Linking Cognition and Motivation to Behavior. There's actually a link for that if you guys want to check it out. The subconscious mind is always awake, as it's responsible for processes, functions throughout the day, your entire body, throughout your whole entire body. Here's the kicker. The subconscious mind is a series of programs that replay over and over again. It acts like a tape recorder, simply replays what we learned from a young age. So what are your programs? Here's a perfect definition. Check out Dr. Bruce Lipton. What he says here is, so then I say, how will I know what the programs are? You don't need to go out. You don't need to go to a psychiatrist to figure it out. The reason why? It's simple. It's 95% of your life come from the subconscious programming. So by definition, your life is printout of your subconscious programs. So the things that you like and that come easy to you in your life are because you have programs that allow them to be there. In contrast, anything you have to work hard at, put a lot of effort into, or anything you have struggled for to make it happen is a result of your programming not supporting that. Oh, that's interesting. When you were younger, you operate mostly in a theta brainwave state. Your conscious mind isn't developed. So everything you see here up until about 8 years old goes straight to the subconscious mind. Since the assistant hasn't been hired yet, your mind is like a sponge, soaking up everything in the environment, whether it's true or not. This is how programs are formed in your brain. If you constantly hear things like money's hard to come by, or your family struggles with weight, with enough repetition, your mind will accept that is true. The old stories and beliefs could play out for your entire life unless you start to change them and insert new programs. Think about it. The problem is the majority of your belief stories and values given to you from the people closest to you, whether you wanted them or not. So if you're someone who has constantly struggled with something, let's say earning money, look to your environment as a child. It's very likely that the reason you with money is that your subconscious programs operate from lack, not enough, and scarcity. This is the entire premise of the best-selling book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Luckily, hypnotherapy can work and rewrite programs that are holding you back achieving what you want. So let's see what we got here. All right, so we'll go to why hypnotherapy works and meditation versus hypnosis will end there, okay? So a couple paragraphs here. Hypnotherapy is an effective because it helps you get back to the theta brainwave state you were as a child. Normally as adults, you only get into this state right when you wake up and right before you fall asleep, which is why morning and evening routines can help reprogram your mind. By hypnotherapy gives you the ability to get back to the state of on command. Then you can insert new programs, beliefs, and ideas for what you want in life. No old stories and beliefs of the past. These are the ones you choose, unlike those ones that are given to you at a young age. With enough repetition, you can rewrite the programs so that your goals, wishes, and desires become your subconscious program, not just conscious mind goals. Here's a little quote from Milton Erickson, which is a very good hypnotist, I believe. You can use hypnosis not to cure, but as a means of establishing a favorable climate in which to learn. Very good. Okay, we'll finish up here with meditation versus hypnosis. Now that you have a better understanding of what hypnosis is and why it's so effective, let's compare it with meditation. You might be thinking, I do a lot of meditation, so why do I need hypnotherapy? Well, that's what I was thinking as well. Prior to hypnotherapy, I had done some meditation, but wouldn't say I was a guru by any means. I started in 2017 using free apps like Headspace and went to Transcendental Meditation Workshop in 2018. While I found success with meditation, it was more of a means to get quiet instead of using the state to manifest or create new programs. My coach, Jim Furn, said this about the debate of hypnotherapy versus meditation. Meditation allows you to get quiet and hear. Hypnosis allows you to reprogram, which is good. While meditation and mindfulness practice are incredibly effective tools to relax and monitor your thoughts, most people don't get into theta brainwave state from these methods. Thus, it's harder to implant new ideas into your subconscious mind, so 95 to 90% of your day is... Good morning, Jason Wiseman and Anthony Fulton are watching. Awesome, guys. Thanks for being here. Thus, it's harder to implant new ideas into your subconscious mind, so 95 to 90% of your day can work from these new habits, beliefs, and goals you want to achieve. Once learned that hypnotherapy was much more than a show and can help make long-lasting changes, I decided it's time to try hypnotherapy for myself, which I have been doing for some time. The guy I like is Tillman Knudsen. It's pretty good. All right, guys, that's it for Friday. I will hope you guys will have a great weekend. Be positive and go check out some YouTube videos on hypnotherapy. It's pretty cool stuff. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday. Okay, great. Bye.